So I'm gonna give you all a tour for those that don't have the ability to see what living at this shelter, Lawrence, Kansas. They had me doing COVID, and figured I'd make this video because the harassment begins continuously with what religion I need to choose in order to make them victorious. And it's very disrespectful because in the reality of the world of we're not here in this world very long, that you have these pigs and these slimy pieces of shit that do this types of things, and all the hatred and prejudice shit that's going on around me has nothing to do with any holiness of what these people are doing when they're, spitting, aggressive, trying to fight, charge at me and tell me and intimidate me that you better worship the God I tell you to worship. Otherwise, we're going to do violent things to you and threaten you. So anyway, this is the place, and as you can see, everything is pretty much a psychology method that they do. And before this wasn't here, and all of a sudden they get my mom now to participate in this, and I walk out, and this is how they practice my mortality, right? So I went through a transplant, and they got a Jesus picture right up on that steel pole, that metal beam or whatever. And they use these methods to clean, they got me back here because of COVID. Gonna need to take another COVID test, and it's not until like the first week of September before I can go out to the den and kitchen in the open area. So these are psychological games that they do. They put a book here, and they do all this tormenting. They corner me. They do all this crazy shit. So this is in order to make sure they're victorious and getting away with whatever they want. Because they control the financial money, they steal, they do anything they want. So for a whole month I got to deal with this. It's about 3 weeks, about the same time as my transplant. They set this here, so it's like, I guess, tickets to get, excuse Ken for the police department for doing what they did to me after my transplant and raping me. So Barack Obama tells them to go and send Jesus hardcore believers that want to antagonize me and practice my mortality so they can sell my soul or any energy, any intention to the God that they worship and the visions that they see. So they'll set this here. I've gone through this. Did this whole thing. So look, they put a card there, right? And these are all methods that they do consistently, and it's just training and conditioning me. It's very disrespectful because not everyone, there's a lot of people that believe in different religions, but this is a lot of how they condition me. So I'm sitting here pretty much all day, kind of like a jailhouse, and it's frustrating because I don't like being a part of any of this shit, and they get my mother to play along with this shit, and it's really bothersome because this is the lack of, what is it, the government law that they state where freedom of religion. Well, they beat the fuck out of me with these electronic devices, burning my feet. My feet are like fucking bleeding and shit. It's really dry. And since they had me by here by myself and they're doing all these tormenting things, they do this because they want to make sure that, as you can see, they're making me pass gas. That I basically go along with what Barack Obama wants. You know, his religion, his belief, and his people force this on to me, and not having much of a choice. So a lot of you can tell that when they shoot these devices, obviously it's going to be gassy smells. Well, it's to ingest this poison that they're doing to me and saying, look what you did. You see, look what you did. Look what you did. Oh, look, you shot a laser beam and you got raped. Look what you did. Oh, look, we just sent a bunch of people to harass you and threaten you. Look what you did. Look what you did. And that's all they fucking do. So it's very frustrating because there's Buddhists. I met a Buddhist in Hawaii, and some piece of shit showed up to the shelter at the front door before I came in and was taunting my father's grave and fighting for kin because these white motherfuckers show up, all American guys, and then they claim that they take on their character. And so this motherfucker takes a bow, like a Buddhist bow, in front of me while he's looking at the tombstone in front of the building. You know, suggesting my dad, because my dad died. It's a month ago my dad died. And a month from now, my dad's been dead now for 18 years. 17, 18 years now. And so what he's doing is he's taunting it, saying Buddhist belief ain't shit. You know, they're garbage shit. They're not as powerful as Jesus. They're not. You're not as good as us. So what he does is he stands out there in the front of the building and he bows over to me, taunting me. And this is what really upsets me, because these pieces of shit show up and it's really to make themselves feel comfortable. It's not to do anything for me. They do this in conditioning methods. You know, every footstep I take, every corner, all this is very calculated. And all they do is they sit around and just think about how to get at me. And it's just a fight for white power, for Ginger and all the other pieces of shit that stole all the money and were house sitting. And even though I don't talk about it and I really don't care about it very much, you know, I don't make those decisions to who allows them to steal $300,000 and participate in dream home makeovers. But like I said, it's very upsetting, to say the least of things, that they shoot these devices and they have these racist white motherfuckers that are showing up because they know their clan's already fucking dominated and won. Because my mother isn't very smart at all, and they just take advantage of the situation that she's in the way that she is, specifically toward me. So